Hello and welcome to the 2 Ace podcast, a podcast designed to help you manifest your 2 Ace mindset. My name is Josh Brooks, and my one focus is success through the art of discipline and flow. I hope you enjoy the episode. Now let's get right into it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is you are joining me. I hope you are having a good one and that you're ready to learn about the fourth pillar of 2 Ace, achievement. Now, achievement is about goal setting and acting upon those goals accordingly. Now, in order to set a goal, you have to have a focus. You have to know what you want to do. You have to know where you want to be. Now, I want this podcast to be the best it can be. And I want this podcast to be the best mindset podcast out there. So, in order for that to happen, in order for my goal to be achieved, I need you guys to do something for me. I need you to share it about. I need you to give me a follow, put the notification bell on, you know, share it about to friends, family, whoever you see fit. Share it about for me, and let's do this together. Let's make this the best podcast we can be. Come on. If you have any messages you'd like to share with me, or like to talk about anything further, please go over to my Instagram, give me a follow on there, and we can talk about anything you would like to. My handle is at the number 2 WO underscore ACE, ACE. Thank you. So let's get right into it. Right, so achievement and goal setting. It's about setting an achievable but not too difficult task. So, an example of that, what I just said here is it is very possible that we could make this the best mindset podcast out there. It's very possible, if there's if te- if one person knows 7 people, they word of mouth gets out. It then goes from 1 to 7 viewer wise. If those 7 people all know 7 other people, it goes from 7 to 49. And then vice versa. If those 49 people know 7 more people, have you heard the phrase, the world in 7 people? So by that, it is a compounding effect. If you know 7 people, they know 7 more people, and they know 7 more people, and eventually, it expands and the entire world. Blah blah blah. Um, now, so achievement. In order to achieve your goal, in order to set your goal, you need to be focused. You need to have your one focus, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, in order to get your one focus, in order to get your goal that you want to achieve through discipline, through flow, through consistency, what do you need to do? You need to internalize. You need to look within yourself and ask yourself these questions. Who am I? What am I doing now? Why and what decisions have I made in the past to result in me getting to this point now? And what do I have to do now in order to get where I want to be? And where do you want to be? Well, that's up to you, isn't it? So, like I said before, my one focus is success through the art of discipline and flow. And this podcast is designed to help you manifest your one focus. And if you and I can set these goals, we can then use the 1% philosophy to break down each individual step on the route to that success. Now, if you set a goal that's too easy, it's not going to challenge you. You're going to be able to get there too quick, and you're going to be like, oh well, that's easy. I can do that in a day. And then you'll start procrastinating, and then all these excuses come in. If you set a goal too hard, you won't even have the motivation. And like I said in the previous episode, feel free to go watch that, by the way. Um, if you set the goal too hard, you're not going to achieve it. I can't say that, oh, in the next 2 days, I want to gain 10 kilograms of muscle. That's just not going to happen. I have to give myself a reasonable but difficult goal. Example: I want to gain, let's say, 5 kilograms in a year. That's pretty reasonable, right? It's pretty hard. I'm still going to have to put the work in. 5 kilograms of muscle is quite a lot of muscle, but in a year, you can break that down into what you have to do in a month, what you have to do in a week, and it's actually quite easy because then you break it down to a day, and then what you have to do in meals and exercise. You know, i- Achievement is possible. You just have to know and set yourself the right goal through the process of internalization. Now, if you know where you want to go, and even if you don't know where you want to go, someone might not have any idea of where they want to go, and that's perfectly okay. Just keep doing what you're doing, but be aware of who you are on this day, and be aware of your habits. Be aware of who you are as a person. There's a quote from Marcus Aurelius that I really enjoy, and he says that, "What's your thoughts? They become your words. What's your words? Because they become your actions. What's your actions? Because they become your habits. What's your habits? Because they become your character. And what's your character? Because it becomes your destiny." And by what he means in this statement is that whatever you think, you become. And the Bible, as a man thinketh, a man be. And I'll leave you with this. Another quote, another trading quote from a trader called the Unfazed Trader. And he says, "Set a trading goal so big that you can't achieve it until you grow into the trader who can." Now, this is a contradictory statement to what I just said in a way, but he has a point. And if you set that goal that's so big and you think right now it's not achievable, then you have to figure out who could achieve that. And that is the person you must become. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for this opportunity. I've been your host, Josh. Remain consistent, achieve dreams, 2 ace, 1 focus. Hey, before I leave you today, don't forget to head over to my Instagram. Give me a follow at 2_ace. And don't forget to follow and share the podcast about. Let's make this podcast the best mindset podcast out there. Come on, let's go.